So the Rockets actually went 1-5 on this 6-game road trip, which through the season has been their low point. But before we get into the details, like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at AKinfinity_VVS. Also, make sure you leave me a comment down below and let's get into some conversation. Let's push some Rockets propaganda, baby.
Drop this in the...
Yeah, man. So like I said, Rockets really went 1-5 on this 6-game road trip, man. And you beat the Pistons really barely. They had a chance to win at the buzzer. If Jaden Ivey's 3-point shot at the end of the game if it banks in instead of rolling out, we talking about an 0-6 road trip, and we're gonna really be having some conversations because losing to the Pistons would have been that's tantamount to some change being forced to happen, because you're not supposed to lose to no team like that. Nah. So this is where we rank in the last 6 games offensively. We are 24th, and teams behind it. We're gonna use the Pistons. I'm sorry if you're a Pistons fan, you watching this, I'm sorry, but we're gonna use you as a reference because we actually played you during the road trip, and you're the worst team in the league. So I'm sorry. Forgive me. I like y'all, but just forgive me. Just walk with me. So Rockets were actually worse than the Pistons offensively in this road trip. And that's saying something because the Pistons offense is absolutely atrocious. Now, defensively, who are we worse than? Are we worse than the Pistons there too? Okay, thank God we're not. We're 23rd. This is FYI, and we're talking about in the 6-game span. We are 23rd in defense in that time. And defense was supposed to be our calling card throughout the whole season. However, we don't really defend that well on the road. Just to be quite frank with you, when we get on the road, it's like we just forget everything that we were taught and everything that we were doing when we were playing at Toyota Center. I don't understand it, but that's where we are. And also, I think a problem area that we're really starting to have as of late is rebounding. Let's see where we rank in rebounds. Yeah, we 22nd in rebound percentage, that's the amount of available rebounds that we're grabbing in that time period. And then turnovers also has been a strong suit for us throughout the season. Let's see where we rank from that perspective. All right, so we're still 5th in turnover percentage. So we're only turning the ball over 11% of the time, 11% of our possessions, which is cool. Real quick, let me go right back and look at our net rating. Ugh, our net rating is disgusting. So our net rating we're 28th. We're minus 10.7 for our net rating, which is also, again, worse than the Pistons. This is disgraceful. Yeah, we really looked really bad during this whole road trip. I mean, we didn't look good. Even the game that we won, we didn't look good. We were inconsistent from game to game, from quarter to quarter. Some players got it going in one quarter, other players got it going in other quarters, and then other players just died during other quarters. It's role players. Role players are going to be role players on the road. They're going to be up and down. It is what it is. That's why they're role players. When you got an Alperen Sengun, someone who's supposed to have been a star in Jalen Green, you expect consistency. We didn't get that. But also, we got inconsistent coaching as well. We're going to get on Udoka in a little bit. All right. Now, y'all know I like the per 100 possession stat when I'm comparing players from different teams against each other, or when I'm even comparing different teams against each other. But for the sake of this video, because we're comparing what our players did and we're all on the same team, obviously, we can use per game. To me, it's acceptable to use in this context. Just wanted to throw that caveat out there. So in this period, obviously Alperen Sengun is going to be our leading scorer, followed by Fred VanVleet, who's been their 18.2 looks good on paper, but he's been up and down. he been kind of up and down. He'll get it going in one period, and then he'll die in another quarter. Like, what's going on? Then from game to game, he's inconsistent. Like, it's not okay, from start to finish, I'm gonna be there every step of the way. You a veteran, you should be better than that. And I know we're gonna look at this 41.9, which we can just say 42% field goal percentage. That's actually an improvement for him. And then we're gonna look at Jalen Green, Rockets fans' favorite whipping boy, the scapegoat right now this season. Yeah, 17 points a game, which is still below. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's below his season average. This right here, 37% field goal percent. Boy, that's tough, man. That's bad. And he'll have a good half, or he'll have a good quarter, and then he'll be dead the rest of the way. That New York game, that one, boy, man, he had a possession where he was on a dead run on the fast break. And you could tell he started thinking. You could tell he started thinking. Homeboy really saw Isaiah Hartenstein in the paint and decided, nah, we're gonna pull it out. On the fast break, he didn't force the issue or nothing. So he pulled it out, cool, because you don't want to get a charge. He's thinking about getting a charge. All right, cool, I understand that. And it goes into a side pick and roll with Alperen Sengun. Remember there was a video that I looked at, that I did with y'all, think about a week ago, where we talked about, though, there was one play against the Detroit Pistons where the dude just had a crisis of conscience in a single moment, not knowing if he should have shot or passed the ball. He had that same problem again here in this game on this possession where you go into the side pick and roll. He don't know if he want to drive into Isaiah Hartenstein again, and Alperen Sengun is right there, ready to, take a pocket pass and do something with it from there. Jalen misses that read. You can see it on Coach Udoka face. That boy looked like he wanted to punch Jalen Green square in his chin. It was bad, man. Jalen, he having a crisis of conscience this whole season, man. It's his first time playing to win something, playing for something in his whole life. He ain't never really been playing for nothing. But we're gonna go into that in another video. Let me not break course here. Dillon Brooks, he finally came back. He came back, I think, during the I believe it was the Philly game. But yeah, 46% from the field, 13 points. I've been telling y'all, I don't really like how Dillon and Jalen's chemistry looks. They don't look like they play well together. Dillon looks like, more alpha, and he gonna get what he want. And Jalen look like, oh no, you can have what you want. No, it's okay. I'll just take a back seat. My biggest problem during this road trip, though, has been Jabari Smith Jr. And it's nothing to do with how he's played. It's more been about how he's been used. Why are we not getting him more shots especially when he's got it going? Why are we not doing that? I don't understand. Why is that the case? In the game against, the game against the Knicks, as a matter of fact, dude he only took 9 shots, but the rest of the starters either missed at least 9 shots or more for that whole game. And these are the starters we talking about. Jabari was 5 of 9. He was the only starter to shoot above 50%. Everybody else missed at least 9 shots. And this is just the starters we talking about. That's wild to me, man. I don't understand how. And then you got these numbskulls on Twitter getting mad at me for suggesting that somebody else besides Alperen Sengun should get more shots when they have it going. I don't understand. I got somebody literally called me an idiot for suggesting that Jabari should have just got more shots. I didn't even mention Alperen Sengun taking less shots. I didn't suggest anything different. I just said, why don't we get Jabari more shots? We could have took shots away from somebody else. But these dudes, I don't know, man. These Sengun stands, boy, I ain't gonna lie, man. They have really infected this fan base in a negative way, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. You had one Sengun stand on Twitter yesterday talking about they wish Jalen Green was on the injury reserve or on the injury report. They want him to get injured. That's how bad they hate him. I get it. He's struggling, but when you start wishing injury on people, all right, get the hell out of my fan base. You a piece of crap. I don't like you. I don't care what none of y'all say. You can be mad at me in the comments below. I don't care. Say what you want. But anyway, next person I want to talk about, Cam Whitmore. He was kind of up and down, but when he's up, he's been up. He's a rookie. What you expect? He's been shooting the ball really well, man. He didn't shoot it that well on the road trip in totality, but he had a few games where he was 50%, 40% from three. He's very decisive. He knows what he wants when he gets out there, which is kind of a good and a bad thing because he can kind of get tunnel vision. The man doesn't get any assists at all. Like, he just don't get any assists. He ain't passing the rock. But he's looked good, and he really should be in the rotation even when Tari Eason come back. Which brings me to Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson's been playing so well as of late. It's not like he's been getting like gaudy numbers or nothing, but he's been more consistent. He's been more decisive. He's been better running the offense. He's been really good on defense. So much so that Aaron Holiday has been kind of pushed out of the rotation, or his minutes have been very minimal. Aaron Holiday hasn't cracked, I think it's like 3 games in a row where he hadn't really cracked 10 minutes. And he's usually been, close to 15, close to 20 minutes sometimes. But Amen Thompson has been so good that he's been able to push Aaron Holiday out of the rotation, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Holiday has been solid, but he'll get in the game and he'll forget what his first name is. He remember his last name Holiday, but he start thinking his first name Drew. Now that ain't you, buddy. Nah, Drew played for the Celtics, and when we played the Celtics, you ain't do nothing. You wasn't him. You was you. All right, Jeff Green, he been solid all season. I can't really say nothing bad too much about Jeff. He go out there, when he's out there on the court, he's a positive, he's effective. What can I say? Nate Williams, the reason why we even gonna talk about Nate Williams is because we got blown out a couple times, and that's when he got some playing time. Enough about that. I'll tell you how the road trip really went. Jae'Sean Tate, man. Yeah. Jae'Sean has not been good anywhere at all, ever, at any point. I don't know how long. It's been a while. I know we like to get on Jalen Green. It's like the fun thing to do on Rockets Twitter right now. But, man, Jae'Sean has not been good. He hasn't done anything right. Like, somehow, some way, he's been a positive on the court when you look at the plus minus. But I think that's more due to the lineups he's been in and not really anything that he's necessarily doing, because homeboy can't shoot. He get tunnel vision. He'll turn the ball over if he gets a shot that he likes, or he's trying to force something. He's fouling too much. Like, he just overzealous, or he'll have a stupid foul. Like, he'll get you one stupid foul a game on a jumper. Somebody shooting the ball. He gonna jump at that thing. That's what he gonna do. I don't understand it, but I think he good is gone come that trade deadline, man. I think him and Aaron Holiday, I think they good is gone, along with Jack Landale, man. You got 3 unplayable guys on the team, man. We ain't gonna talk about Boban. I don't know if Boban gonna stay or not either, but you got 3 unplayable guys, man. That's wild. That's really wild to me, man. And I already talked about Aaron Holiday. We ain't gonna go too much into him again. But that's just the numbers, the individual numbers from these guys. As far as the road trip as a whole, man, like I said, man, we looked at the overall numbers, the advanced numbers. Yeah, we ain't did nothing right. We didn't do anything well. We beat the Pistons, but we only beat the Pistons because the Pistons are stupid, or they're just a bad team. If you lost to them, all right, we could just go ahead and go down to the G League as the Rockets. But yeah, this ain't been good, man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Oh, before I do that, let me get on Udoka right quick. I said I was gonna get on him. Yeah, Ime. Yeah, Ime's rotations haven't been the best. They haven't been the best at all, man. I know Dylan and Torrey were hurt for most of their road trip. I know Dylan came back for half of it, but he hasn't. Udoka has kind of lost. I don't know if he's lost it, but I can't say he lost it. But you can tell he's struggling with what he wants to do and what he thinks he should do. Because there's certain guys that are effective that should be out there a little bit more, and he's kind of hesitant because he has his guys that he likes. He likes his Aaron Holiday, although he's been cutting his minutes. He likes Jae'Sean Tate, even though he has been cutting his minutes. But Why have them guys in the rotation in the first place instead of just playing Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore more when they've been better than those two guys? Why not just do that? Why are we struggling to get Jabari shots when he's on, especially? Why are we playing this simplistic ass offense when we run a naked pick and roll with Alpy and Fred VanVleet? Why is there no action off of this pick and roll? Why is nobody else cutting? Yeah, we'll do it a couple of times a game and it looks good and it works. Why don't we do that more continuously? Why are we not running more dribble handoffs when people are playing off of Alperen Sengun? Why are we not doing that? Why are we not running more high screen and rolls with Alperen Sengun when people are playing off of him? Why are we not playing more pick and pop or pick and roll with Jabari Smith? Why are we not doing that? Why are guys not cutting off the ball? You can tell them to do that. Yeah, it may not be instinctual, but you can coach them and, hey, look, read the play this way. If you see your man tagging or cheating, get open, try to cut. Why are we not doing anything like that? And then on defense, the defense has just been so undisciplined. Like, guys just don't know. I'm not gonna say that they've been off, or I don't know, man. I really can't put a finger on it when it comes to defense. But what I can say is this: on offense and defense, for on both sides of the court, the scouting reports have been updated on this team and how we play. They got that pick and roll that we do. We can spam it as much as we want, and the points per game may look good. But when you look at the effectiveness and the efficiency and the frequency, we should be running other plays. We don't run those enough. The scouting reports have been updated. Teams have gotten they got our defense down pat. They understand how we want to switch when we have certain personnel out there. They know we want to hedge and recover, switch 1 through 4 when LP is out there. When it's Jeff Green at center, we can switch 1 through 5 a little bit more. I don't know why we're not playing more of Jabari at center. He's been rebounding well. I don't know if it's a concern with a physical center, but if he's playing against a backup center, how physical can they be? Like, really, let's talk about it. Like, really, let's be for real here. Why are we not playing more Jabari at center? Why are we not experimenting with that? Because when he has been at center, we've actually looked pretty good. I don't have the lineup numbers out here, but we actually look pretty good. Also, why are we not why are we not switching up the coverages a little bit sometimes? I know we've been trying to do that a little bit more on the road. We've been doing a little bit more doubling. Sometimes I think we just need to have Dylan travel with certain players instead of forcing to switch so many times. Let's kind of simplify it a little bit. Have Dylan travel with certain guys. I would have Jalen Green on the ball, like on the point guard. He's actually really good at defending small guards. Put him on there, like unleash him on that end. If he's not going to be able to, that way he's not so much of a victim of being back cut. Because him and Jabari, you back cut them all day, man. And then when you got these guys who set go screens and slip the screen and roll to the basket, Sengun struggles with that too. Like, we struggle with anybody who sets a go screen or slips a screen or back cuts. Look, we struggle with teams that do that. Why are we not adjusting? And why are we not just run a zone? Let's throw a zone out there when you got teams that do that. Are you worried about rebounding? That because you're already not a good rebounding team? All right, sacrifice and have everybody crash the glass when you see that. Or had the two bigs that's in the paint on the zone, on the lower level of the zone. How about you sandwich the big man in the paint that's in the middle and had a wings come and crash? That's how you're supposed to do that. But anyway, that's just me as a fan, as a basketball person. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. What y'all think about Udoka's coaching on the 6-game road trip? What do you think about the road trip in general? I know the discourse around Jalen Green has been kind of nasty. What y'all think about him down below? What you think about Alperen Sengun kind of being inconsistent? Yeah, he's getting these raw numbers, but he's getting so much more attempts and usage that might as well. What do y'all think? Do we need the rookies to play more because they're playing better than the veterans that they're playing behind? Is it just a matter of do we need Tari Eason back? Trade season is upon us. We're going to start talking about some trades here soon. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. If you're still with me, go ahead and hit a like on the video. Subscribe to the content because you're feeling the content, especially if you're still here. This is what we do. It's the Rockets Propaganda Channel. Follow me on Twitter at AKinfinity_VVS. And we out.